Good morning, my sweet friends. It's Lee with Beauty Over 70 with Lee. And if you're new, I am Lee and welcome to my channel. And welcome to all my subscribers. I welcome you back and I thank you for the support that you do give my channel. And on the channel, Beauty Over 70 with Lee, you're going to find beauty, skincare. I'm going to do Get Ready with Me. I'm going to give lifestyle, show you home decor where I will decorate a little bit and clean. I'm going to take you thrifting with me. I'm going to show you some DIYs that I work on, and who knows what else you're going to find on this channel. My channel is geared for the over 70, over 60, over 70. I'm 74. And on today's video, I am going to do a Q&A. I have had, since I started my channel about 9 months ago, my first video out around Valentine's Day of this year of 2022. And so I have a number of questions. I've been trying to get this Q&A video up and running, and I keep putting it on the back burner. So I think the day is the day. Today is the day to get it going. So I'm going to mention like a first name of the person that asked this particular questions. I've got way too many to answer totally everything because I would totally bore you to death. So I'll probably have to do another video and answer some more questions down the road because I can only do so many. Okay, here we go. Like I said, okay, the first question is about my beauty background. And I've told you that I have worked in beauty, skincare, cosmetics, practically all my life. And to tell you a little bit about that, I guess as all little girls, you grow up, or I did anyway. I love playing in makeup. I love watching my mom and my aunts dabble in makeup, and so you know how you get your little playthings and you want to do that. So I guess it was kind of just always in my blood. That's the only way I can say it. It just was always in my blood, dabbling in my makeup. And I remember when I first started wearing makeup, you know, as a teenager, your mom wants you to start out wearing good skincare, taking care of skincare. Because if you don't have good skincare, no matter how much makeup you put on, no matter what the price tag, it's not going to look good unless you have good skincare. And no, I don't have the best skincare. I was raised in Florida. I am Irish descent, and I have white skin, I have red in my skin, and I wanted to tan like the rest of the children. But no, I have sun damage on my skin, and today I'm paying for it. So getting back to that, I remember my mom taking me into a studio to took me into this studio, Merrill Norman Cosmetic Studio, okay, where they do this makeover and they sell you these products and you get on good skincare. Well, I remember we got a makeup base and we got a mask and we got a some cleansing stuff and all that. So that just kind of got me going. I mean, I was rocking. I mean, you know, I was happy as a pig in mud. In other words, I was delighted. I was so happy. And, but anyway, I just always had this desire that I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to work in skincare. I wanted to know skin inside and out. I wanted to know what made it plump. Wanted to know what kept it up. I wanted to know everything from the inside out about skin. And that's what I went into. That is what I went into. And I went to school and I have worked with skincare and beauty industry all my life, just about. That's my beauty background. I've worked in salons, I've worked in cosmetics, I've freelanced with different cosmetic companies. I have worked for Lauder, I've worked for Lancome, I have worked for Chanel. Matter of fact, I worked for Chanel over, gosh, I'd have to stop and think, but at least over 9 years I worked for Chanel, and it's a great company to work for. Great products. And I could go on and on with different companies that I have worked for, but it's in my blood. And now at my ripe old age of 74, why do I do this? I love it. I absolutely love it. But that is my beauty background, and it just keeps me. No, I don't get up every morning and put on my face, but I do feel better when I put on my face. I do try to take care of my skin. I do feel like I have relatively good skin for my age of 74. I have not had any fillers on my skin, and being in the beauty industry, I've had a lot of opportunities. I have not had any facelift. I have not had any Botox. I have not had anything on my face except products that I put on my face and good skincare. That is what I do. I believe in a good diet. I believe in water. I believe in sleep. I believe in the things that we need to survive that gives you good skin. Yes, genetics help. They really help. But if you do those things that we do to survive, our water, our sleep, and all that, that will give you good skin. It won't overnight, but over time it will. Okay, so anyway, that is my beauty background. Okay. Hey, Julie wanted to know, my friend Julie up in Canada wanted to know my hair color. And I have no earthly idea my hair color. I really don't. I'm a natural redhead. She has asked me for the formula. I have a friend, Nancy, I believe lives in Virginia here. She said, just get the formula from your hairdresser. Well, it's not that easy. You just don't go in and, well, they're hairdressers. They're not going to give you the formula. And what works for me may not work for you. Hair's different. Hairdressers will tell you guys that. So Julie and Nancy, I have no idea. A natural redhead, I'm all gray. I'm totally all gray. She puts a red on it, and then she does the highlights. And, red is the worst color in the world to fade, and it fades very fast. And my hairdresser, as a matter of fact, she is having some shoulder surgeries, and I just got a text from her. As a matter of fact, when I go in next week to get my hair done, she's very limited on what she can do right now. And the reason I'm telling you this, I need to go to Walgreens or Walmart, some kind of drugstore, and get a box color. And she gave me a couple of options to go with. A color, and put it on, and you can only do the highlights in my hair and pull the bleach through. That's the only thing she can do. So she said, Lee, I can do that. If you put a box color on, I can pull the highlights through. So we'll see what I look like next week. So I'm hoping and praying for the best, ladies. But Julie in Canada and Nancy in I believe Virginia wanted to know that. So as far as the formula, I can't give you that because I don't have it myself. And my friend Susan wanted to know how many children I have, and let's see, how many children and grandchildren I have, and do they enjoy makeup as much as I do? Okay, I had to put my glasses on for that. All right, Susan, and Susan is my sweet friend, and I'm going to give you a plug here, my friend. Susan, if you have not heard of her channel, it's Susan's Cozy Condo. She's about around my age, give or take. I don't know. She may be younger. She may be older. I really don't know. But I know that she is a dear, dear, sweet person. And I love you, Susan. I'm going to give you a shout out here. And to answer your question, I have one daughter. As far as children, I have one daughter. And they do not live in this state. They live in another state. And matter of fact, they live in Colorado, her and her family. And she is, I believe, 53, 54. When you have to stop and count how old your child is, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. But it's 53 with two granddaughters. One will graduate college in December. She is 21, and she will graduate with her RN degree. And be a RN and is a registered nurse and a BS. And the youngest one just started college this year. And she is going to be an accountant. And that's the youngest one. And she is, 18 or 19. Anyway, she's a lacrosse player. And she's a super fantastic lacrosse player. She really, really is. And do they enjoy makeup as much as I do? I can't really get into their mind. Both of them like makeup. The oldest one is more primpy, more girly than the youngest one. The youngest one's more of a tomboy, lacrosse player. The oldest one is more like me, looks like me. You know, she took more after me, I think. But find some pictures. I will post pictures when I edit this video. I'll post pictures of my grandgirls, okay? Again, the oldest one is 21 and the youngest one is 18 or 19. I think 18. But anyway, that is from Susan at Susan's Cozy Condo. Hi, Susan. I hope you're watching. But if you haven't checked out Susan's channel, go over and check her out and tell her Lee sent you with Beauty Over 70 with Lee. Tell her I sent you. And she's a sweet, sweet person. She really is. Question is from Barb, and she said, is organic makeup better? Is organic makeup better? No, I don't think so. The only way they can put organic on makeup and get away with it is because it's approved for this and it's approved for that. But I don't think organic makeup is any better than non-organic makeup, Barb. I don't think it's the same thing with fruits and vegetables, you know, because of the pesticides and things. But again, we're getting into cosmetics. So no, I don't think it is. And okay, moving right along to Adina. Adina wants to know why I started my channel. That's a good question, Adina. Why did I start a channel? Okay, why at 74 years old, actually 73 because I turned 74 this year, at 74, why did I start a YouTube channel? Well, why not? I think everybody in the world is starting a YouTube channel since COVID in 2020. I think everybody started a YouTube channel. So I thought I might as well do it too. Because cosmetic is in my blood. Because it's in my blood and I love it. And this is my outlet. I love coming down here to my studio with my camera and my lights. Dabble, putting on my makeup and showing you, my friends, what I put on my face, applying it to my face, telling you what I have on, and whether I'm doing a get ready with me, whether I'm showing you new products, whether I'm cleaning the kitchen, whether I'm painting a wall, whether I'm thrifting and taking you along at a thrift store with me to see what my money can pick up for at a thrift store, which I love thrifting, shopping at some of my favorite stores. I just love what I do. I love showing, I don't have the best knowledge, but I love sharing the knowledge that I have. And if it helps you, That's why I started my channel. That's why I started my channel. And speaking of channel, if you like what you see, it takes an awful lot to do a YouTube channel. The hours that we put in as YouTubers that have channels, we put in a lot of hours. So if you enjoy what you see, please hit the subscribe button and support us in the channel, because you subscribe. You may not like what I have to offer, and that's okay. You may not want to subscribe, but if you do, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment and let me know that you are watching. And if you have a question for me that I will add to my next set of Q&A questions, you know, leave it in the comment. I'll answer it. Because how many times, I have something here from, I have a question here from Mary. I have a question here from Mary. And I think I'm going to answer this one, and I'm going to wrap it up, because this is going to be a hard question for me to answer. Mary wanted to know, at my age, she knows I'm married, and I've told you, my friends, that I've been married, that I'm married, but she wants to know if this is my first marriage. No, Mary and all my friends, this is my second marriage. I'm in my second marriage. Excuse me. I was married to my first husband 44 years. And I lost him to Alzheimer's and lung cancer in 2011. And I was a caregiver for going on 8 years as an Alzheimer patient. And that took a toll on me. But I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat. And as far as the lung cancer, and if you're not a caregiver, if you know anyone that's a caregiver, it's hard. It's extremely, extremely hard, because you give up yourself. You give up yourself taking care of somebody that you love, and sometimes they don't even know you're there. But when you get into a marriage and you love somebody, you do it out of love. And like I said, bear with me, it's hard. As far as the cancer, I always woke up to take him to the bathroom. And I was right there by him, knew every move. And one night I didn't wake up. And I heard a fall in the bathroom. I heard a loud noise. And when I got into the bathroom, he had fallen. And he was wedged down. He was bleeding, scrapes a little bit here and there, scrapes, tile floor. So I called an ambulance, and we got him to the hospital. They x-rayed from head to toe. There was nothing broken. There was not a hairline fracture. So that was good news. But when the doctor came out and said to me, how long has he had the mass in his lungs? In his lung. Well, you can imagine, I just buckled. I buckled. I mean, I lost it. I lost it, because the hospital that we have here has been known to make mistakes. And I said, you know, that's not my husband's x-rays. That's not my husband's x-rays. There's a mistake. I was in total denial. That's not his x-rays. I was in total denial. And so anyway, I had to come 100% grips that this was his x-rays. They had found a mass in his lung. Well, long story short, ladies, bear with me here. They admitted him. Pulmonologist was called in a hospital for several days, many days. Did a biopsy. Great pulmonologist, great. I used him today with some lung issues that I have. And did the biopsy and waited to get that back. And it was not only lung cancer, it was small cell lung cancer. And you can't do anything. You can't do anything when it's small cell. It's like the pulmonologist said, it's like putting a forest fire out with a water hose. You can't do it. You can't do it. There's no hope. Maybe 6 weeks. Maybe. And you know, if he had not, but what I'm getting to here, bear with me, ladies. If you've ever been in my shoes, you know what I'm saying. If he had not fallen, and I felt so guilty. I felt so guilty because I did not wake up that night. Bear with me, ladies. I have to say this. I need to say this. I felt so guilty. I was eat up with guilt that I did not wake up that night to take him to the bathroom. But when I put everything together, I know it was God. I'm a strong believer. I have strong faith. It was God that did not allow me to wake up that night so I would know that he had lung cancer. Because he would have passed and I would have thought it was Alzheimer's. I would never have known he had lung cancer, and it came on so quick because he had checkups all the time. Checkups all the time. Good health care. And it was not there. It was not there. Because I was so mad at myself. I beat up on myself. I wore myself out with guilt. I had to go into therapy, intense therapy for a long time, and I grieved and I grieved. Not only the loss of somebody that I was married to for 44 years, but I grieved. I just totally wanted to not go on living. Can you understand what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was my fault. But then they had to open my brain in therapy and make me understand that it was the good Lord above with prayer. Because if it hadn't been for him not letting me wake up that night, I would have never known that he had lung cancer, and it came on so quick. So, but anyway, I had 44 years with this man. I had a beautiful daughter. I had a good life. A good life. I was cared for. I was loved. And I was with him when he passed. It was palliative care. I tried my best to take care of him at home with a hospital bed, with hospice coming out. And I was going down. I lived on what I didn't have to cook because I stayed by the bed taking care of him. And when hospice would come out, that would be my chance to go in the shower and get a shower. That's how I lived. That's how I lived those few weeks. He only lasted a few weeks. And one day I was just shaken. I was shaken. I was losing weight. I was not eating. I was eating junk. And the head RN pulled me aside and she said, "We got to take him to the hospital. We need to take him to palliative care. They're going to take you out of here first. If you don't let us." I said, "No, he wanted to die at home. I can't." She said, "Well, we can't force it, but they're going to take you out of here first unless you let us do something." I couldn't think straight. I was sick. I was emotionally, physically, and mentally almost gone. And so the ambulance took him away. And I followed. And I think my daughter came in. She flew in to be with me. And we had friends pop in and all of that. But no, I stayed right there. I did the best I could because I wanted to be there. And then when the day came that he passed, I was right there. Yeah. It seems like yesterday, but you know, I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I had 44 years. I had a good marriage. But anyway, Mary, there is your question that you wanted to know. And wanted to know also if I'm remarried. Yes, I am remarried. I am remarried, and I've been married now 5 years, and to a good man. And I do believe with all my heart that God put us together. Because by nature, I have a big heart, and I'm a very caring person. I'm a very giving person. I do for everybody else, and whatever's left over, I do for me. And you can't help how your heart feels. I never thought I'd get married again. Never in a million years. I had some friends that wanted to get me out of the house. I grieved and I grieved and I grieved. And I grieved. And I'd go to the grocery store and write back and just, I existed. Yeah, I existed. So anyway, I started getting out, doing some things, and I met this man, and God put us together, just like He let me know with the first. Like I said, my strong faith. God put us together, and we just we've been married 5 years. But my husband is now 100% disabled, and he has cancer. But it's in remission. But he can't do a lot. And you give up a lot because you can't do a lot. But he's good to me. And I had a good income coming in. I had my husband's retirement. Social Security, my condo, my car, don't owe anything. And why did I get married? You don't marry somebody you don't love. That's why I got married. And yeah, it's my second marriage. And it's not the same, but he's good to me. And Mary, so in a way, I thank you. In a way, I'm hurting, but in a way, Mary, I thank you for asking that question, because a lot of you want to know. Excuse me. A lot of you want to know why I keep the condo. You've heard me do work at the condo. You've heard me decorate at the condo. Why I keep that condo when we live in the house that my husband had. Why I keep it, why I don't rent it, why don't I sell it? Because I promised my first husband that I would not sell it. And I intend to keep that promise. So that's the condo situation. I have so many people ask me, why do you keep the condo if you don't rent it? You don't, why do you keep it? So there's your question. There's your answer. It's mine. And I guess I look at it as just, again, faith and keeping my promise. But anyway, I hope I've answered your question. I have a lot more questions here. I have a lot more questions, and I do have one more. I have room for a couple more questions. People want to know. People want to know how tall I am. How tall I am. I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6". And they think I weigh less than I do. Believe it or not. I don't know where you get that, but they think I weigh, I don't know, I average around 138. I try to keep good posture. And people want to know what I eat. People want to know what time I go to bed. I usually go to bed about 9:30 or 10. I do believe in getting a lot of sleep. Andrea wants to know how many hours of sleep I get. I would love to get 9 hours of sleep, but that don't always happen. I think turning everything off, the television off, I think turning the phone off, the social media, I think avoiding caffeine after a certain time during the day helps you sleep better. I usually go to bed around 9:30, 10, sometimes earlier, sometimes later, depending on what's going on. But yeah, I try to walk, I try to exercise. Can't really count how many miles I walk. I do have an Apple Watch that keeps track of that for me. I have my Apple Watch 7 here. Keeps track of that so I can check with that. But as far as just getting out and walking, steady walking to get my heart rate up, I would like to do 2 miles. I am going to do another video. I'm going to do another video down the road with some more Q&A questions. If you have a question that I did not answer today, and I'm sorry I got a little bit sad. Memories do things like that to us. But anyway, I appreciate you watching today. I appreciate your time, and as always, you don't know what it means to me to have you support my channel. And if you do like what I share on my channel, please support me by subscribing and leaving me a comment. Come back to see me, and as always, go out and make today better than yesterday. And always, always remember that Lee loves you.